Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone has a good morning so far. We got a few gappers, SNOA, HCDI. Those are the two main ones. If you want to bring up our watch list, Jared, just so you can see it. It's on Twitter as well. I got the updated watch list on there right now. SNOA, HCDI, a couple of the top watches. We also got APRN from yesterday, and then still gonna keep watching the multi-day bounces on IDAI and VIVK to see what we get there. If we get some stabilization, bless you, and we get the reversal. IDAI right now looking to give a little gap up, so we'll see how that one is today. But right now, SNOA looking really nice. Let's just dive into that. We got a solid PR out of them this morning. We got 3.1 million float. Fantastic, low market cap, up 50% right now, pre-market. Not the best history, and that just makes me think we're going to get some selling early on. Some shorts are going to see this, they're going to think this is going to fail. Same thing how
with
BTTX yesterday, how we were talking about that. It doesn't have the greatest history, but if it fails to break down, all the shorts that expected it to continue lower, like it typically does in the history of the chart, they're going to be disappointed and they're going to start covering their position, and that's going to lead to buying on top of more buyers like us recognizing it, adding to our position and whatnot. So you end up getting a nice squeeze if you want to bring up BTTX just to see how that ended up. This was a nice trade yesterday. Ended up getting to the low twos. So we see here, not the best history on the chart as we've been saying, just one and dones. Every single pop is a great short. So when we get a day where it completely fails to break down and it starts coming back to new highs instead of breaking down like they're expecting, they're going to start covering. You see all this buying, all this volume coming in out of nowhere. This is shorts covering and buyers seeing that failure to break down in the higher low coming to join the party as well. So you get the perk of consolidation around that area. Shorts coming back into it, sizing in and whatnot, just seeing that 143 high as an area to risk off of, and they even got 160s, 150s here. So it was a little choppy here until it confirmed the 143 high a day, and from there we just got a nice rip. So we're looking for something similar with SNOA. If it could fail to break down, looking for an open price, VWAP reclaim, pre-market high break, whatever it is that shows that it's failing to break down and volume's coming in, we're going to be looking for these key levels. And if you look on the daily, we got low fours here as a breakout. And besides that, we'll be heading to the high fours, 5-ish, maybe the mid 5s. But it does have a low float, so it should be moving quick. It's got a lot of volume, a lot of eyes on it already. So this one's definitely going to be a top play for this morning. And then we got HCDI. It's another one. That was a nice play from yesterday. Now we're just looking for the failure to break down. Hold the high threes. We got some resistance there in the high threes. And then we also got some at 4 if we go back. So that's the high threes. And then where are we at? Yeah, 4s. Right around there. So and that's lining up with the pre-market highs. So we'll be looking for maybe a pre-market high break, which would line up with a breakout. So we'll see how this one sets up. But looking for the hold and confirmation of the high 3s, 4-ish area breakout at those levels. If it confirms that, could definitely end up squeezing. We got 10 million float, 37 million market cap. Excuse me.
Mine says 42.
It's probably moved. Mine is from yesterday's close. So yours is probably adjusted to the price action now. But yeah, 10 million float, low market cap, holding up. If this breakout could fail to break down, I think we see shorts getting squeezed as well on this one. APRN, another decent watch. This is one that we took a loss on yesterday. Similar thing, not the greatest history. It's failing to break down. Not the lowest float, only 19 million, not that bad. But also a low market cap. Just looking for the failure to break down. If that continues to happen, and if we get a break of 433 previous high day, I think that could trigger a lot of shorts. The only thing I don't like about this one is it's a New York Stock Exchange. But besides that, it checks off all the boxes. APR could be a nice move to test 5. Definitely. Right out of the watch list. And then we pretty much already went over IDAI and VIVK. Just looking for momentum shifts on these. Multi-day bounces for those two. But APRN, SNOA, and HCDI are going to be watched quite heavily this morning. So follow the momentum. That's what we're going to be eyeing. Now I'm just kind of awaiting aim. Let me see if there's any other gappers. FTRP is one that I saw earlier. I just wanted to wait a little bit to see what it could do. I don't have the float or market cap for this one somehow. Sometimes that happens. I don't know why. But another one of these.
Market cap is 63 million.
So we got 60 something float.
And it's about a 44 million float.
Okay. Decent volume. Does have resistance in the high ones. I could possibly see an open price play, VWAP or claim, hold of those key areas to test the mid to high ones. But for being honest, with all the plays we got kind of lined up this morning, I would probably be ignoring FTRP. Doesn't mean it won't do anything. I just think it has the least odds of doing anything. It's got, so of course we got the nasty history. We really just need the volume. If the volume is really there, I think we could get a push to the 170s and the failure to break down. But like usual, people are going to be definitely shorting this, so we'll see which one ends up holding up. The one that fails to break down and do what shorts want with a lot of volume is going to be the one that likely ends up squeezing. So we got a few that could set up to be nice squeezers, but just have to really be patient and see how they set up. Right now I'm liking SNOA the most. It does have a PR, low float, good volume. It really has a lot of things checked off. So
yeah, this is my favorite one as well.
Yeah.
And my plan is just give it time, sit on my hands, let it, suck in shorts, fail to break down. And then once shorts are trapped is when things can get good.
It's like BTTX. That was a great short squeeze. And that one was a prime short squeeze. It didn't even have news. It was literally just following the price action. Like, it did have things coming out about it, but I don't think they came out with anything that triggered the gap up and this whole squeeze. There was no fundamental news that I saw. So yeah, you got the failure to break down and the squeeze out of that one. But now let's let things develop. We like to wait the first 10-15 minutes, just let plays suck in shorts, create a range that we could play off of right at the open. You're probably playing off the pre-market levels, and those typically don't have as much volume as when the market starts, like when it opens. So just a waiting game, just see how things react.
Look at that volume coming in.
A lot of selling, like we said. A lot of people looking at this. It's up a lot. We got this downtrend going on from the mid fours, pre-market cracking VWAP. A lot of people are packing it on top of profit takers from the long side. So that's why we wait. Let it develop. Let it suck in those shorts. And once we get the failure breakdown, we get a reclaim of open price, VWAP, pre-market highs, the breakout level at 4. It could definitely be a solid move. Even though all those shorts cover, you got so much demand in that time period that you will get the crazy move.
Lay down. Lay down. Good boy.
Okay, all the ones we're looking at right now just dipping. APR and lots of selling. Doesn't even have that great volume right now, so that might be an ignore soon. Still below open price. Is anyone watching anything different than what we are? Anything you want us to dissect right now? What do we got? UTX coming in the mid 10s to test the 13s right out of the watch list. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Wasn't a top play, but might be now.
Yeah, lining up good for a breakout.
If it holds the mid 10s, so you kind of got this range here. You got the high here, but you also have a range kind of between the mid 10s and 8 area. And now that we're breaking above this range, if it confirms in mid 10s, it can definitely try and retest the 13s, mid 13s, where there's a breakout level. So keep this on watch, let it develop some more. We don't buy right into the spike. Sometimes we do, but we end up with a bad average. Let it develop. Trap shorts, create another range, get a key level to risk off of. Right now, you're kind of risking off 9.6. Risking a decent amount percentage-wise, over 5% than I usually like. So let it create the consolidation zones. You have somewhere to risk off of, because right now it's not looking great for risk. But that's a nice spike. Definitely keep NUTX on watch if it keeps holding mid-10s. More buyers will be attracted to that for sure. And any swing shorts will get squeezed out, most likely.
It's just good to see it holding up and getting a nice spike.
Yeah.
Now that just tells us to keep it on watch.
See, SN is the only thing up, and that's too cheap for me right now. That is a nice open price reclaim though. If you want. Whatever. So, what time is it? It's only 6 minutes, wow.
Yeah.
Trading time is incredible. It literally felt like half an hour, damn near. Joking, but longer than 6 minutes. IDAI with a solid little perk past the day highs over 314.
Oh, UTX. Not what
Wow.
you want to see.
Wow.
I'd be so butthurt if I was long. I haven't had this
So I
happen.
let it develop. Don't buy into
I haven't
it.
had this happen to me in a while.
Right? It feels like forever since being caught in a panic like that.
Yeah.
It's been very long. Thank God for the system. Figured it out. Just being smarter. Buying in key areas, not buying right into the spike. Like we just said, you end up with a crappy average. You need to let it develop. Battle between both sides and then let it choose the direction it wants to go to. SNOA trying to bottom. We'll see what it does. It's been a pattern the past week or so.
Slow morning.
Pretty slow morning, yeah. It's still early though, most definitely. But I feel like we get some
Can you
action.
have a waterfall of your water?
Yes, Jared.
Thank you, fatty. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see nothing new for now. So sticking to what we got.
Damn, yeah, NutX still looking fucking.
Yeah, it's halted down.
Oof.
What?
I'm just thinking that sucks because I'm just so happy I'm not putting myself in that position. I'm not getting emotional jumping
one
in early.
play that seems to be holding, might be too soon to tell, BTTX. If this thing could come back for potential red-green move, which is just a few pennies below the previous high a day of around 205. I think if it could hold that area, we could get a continuation of this squeeze. This is a nasty chart overall. If it continues to fail to break down, all the shorts here from overnight are going to start covering. When they see that, they'll get a nice push to the back to the twos, and they'll probably try again into the low twos. There's some resistance there, and if it fails to break down there, shorts should get squeezed out even higher. So put BTTX on watch, I would think. Obviously, just maybe more put an alert because it still has to get back to red to green. So just be more relaxed, don't have to keep eyeing it the whole time. But if that fails to break down and comes back to 205 and holds those areas, I think we could get a nice move to the mid twos, maybe higher. Still the same, Jared. As it moved.
No, I only saw it for like a quick second when you flipped through it.
That's failing. Okay.
SNOA trying to come back. Nice little double bottom there.
Yes.
Off 350s.
Nice. Very nice right there.
And we're getting some good volume coming in too on this bounce. So just need to be patient, let it play out, let it go up and test those key levels of, VWAP, open price, high of day, and wait for it to really prove to you that it wants to break those levels. And right there, then your next resistance level would be pre-market high of 440, which you'd already be up almost about 10% if you're in at 4. So you either just take your quick 10% or patient, let us see if we can break that high pre-market high.
Just not seeing this. Okay, looks like a recent IPO. Down big time.
So I see it as a bounce play.
I kind of see it as a bounce play. You do have some resistance around the mid 4s. It could test the mid 4s. And
Is this halted right now?
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, let's just see how it holds the 380s, 390s.
First, yeah.
I like it.
Usually with IPOs, trade for us really isn't until it breaks those highs. But since it's way off the highs in the 40, 50 area, closer to 50, I would probably play this as a multi-day bounce. It's not one of our ideal patterns, this right here. But at the same time, let's see. It opened from 9 and went to... Okay, yeah, this is a multi-day bounce. I'll play as a multi-day bounce. If this thing could keep holding trend, keep holding the 394-ish area, and keep making higher lows, holding VWAP, I think we could get a nice move out of this. I know it's already up 35%. Multi-day bounces, we usually look for 30% or so. That's the average.
This is a low float, low market cap, and it's got a lot of range.
That's the thing. It's got a lot of range. I think if it could keep holding 4s, mid 4s, I'll take a shot if it keeps uptrending to test 5. Thanks for bringing that up. I totally didn't see that. Is that my scanner? Yeah. Huh.
I don't mind.
SNOA holding up.
It's about to be though.
So I would say SNOA and OST, keep those heavily on watch now. Definitely. Let me check out other plays.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, over 390, that high break. Playing it like a multi-day bounce.
Dude, if you're in right now, boom, halted, we're just like, let's go. Let's go.
APRN coming back to red-green for a possible 433 previous high break. I think is failing the breakdown. SNOA in the 390s, looking to take over open price at 397, 4-ish. High a day at 406.
Yes.
Might get ready for a little starter. About 200 shares in that, 405. Very small. And the reason the size is small on this is because I think this is going to pull back. It might come back to the 370s. So we'll see how the 370s hold. But right now, it's holding above VWAP, coming back above open price with some good volume. For sure. Yeah, that's some strong volume that I just had in that past 5 minutes. So let's see if it fails to break down. Keep holding trend. Keep holding the levels we're looking for. Around 4. VWAP. The 397 open price play. Open price mark. So we'll see what happened here. We are getting some solid selling. But that's why I went in very small size just to give it a shot. But it looks like, that was buying into a spike right there. Should have been more patient. But that's why I'm very glad. Size down big time. Here we are doing what I thought, coming right back down. So we'll see how this reacts. It's not. Good thing I'm not in with big sizes. I'm only down $60 right now. Kind of a foolish play to start it off with. I do recognize how it's, coming right back to that open price level. Need to let it really set up. Like we always say, don't buy right into the spike, and we literally just went from the 380s, 70s right to 4 in a few minutes. So yeah, not my best entry. A little emotional there, but only a starter. OST unhalted. Here we are trying to hold an uptrend. We'll see how this one works out for potential tests of the mid 4s, maybe higher. Here we are coming back. Go APRN. So this is one where percentage-wise, I'm kind of letting it extend further than my 5% max cut, max loss, but only because I have only 200 shares. It's such small size. I'm willing to waste almost $50-$60 for a starter, because if this does hold up and come back, we'll be able to add some more, and we'll see where it goes from there. Right now, ugly. Might be a play later on. Shorts are still packing it. NUTX gap down to 8s. No.
That's rough.
Ready to sell right here. Yeah. I'll rebuy if I need to. That was a horrible entry. Just got out. Let me see where at. Where are we at? Messages. What is this? So 405 to 369. 200 shares. Not great entry. It was just a starter, but got the pullback that I didn't like, especially buying into a spike. Normally I would maybe give a pullback some patience, see how it is dipping on the volume and whatnot, but I'm already extending it past my 5% max cut. And considering it's also a bad entry right into the spike, I'm just gonna play it safe and re-enter later on if we keep making higher lows here. OST so far holding up. Kind of digging that. Don't want to overtrade today. I already took one trade right now, so it might be a little extra patient for my next position to make sure it's a good one.
And as you can see, I still have my 100 shares, my small starter. I was kind of just risking low of day. And I also just didn't want to sell into weakness. I'm trying and stay patient and see if I can get a bounce back up to 4 or 390.
All right, buddy. Have a great one.
Have a good day, Max.
Yeah, looking at the 15 minute, I know it's only been 5 minutes of that, this second bar. Solid first 15 minute candle. It came down and then climbed right back up, finished green. Now we're having a nasty dip. Volume is about half of what the last 15 minute candle did, but we're only 6 minutes into that. If it comes back, I think that would be very nice. I'll see these long wicks towards the bottom. Coming back is the accumulation zone. It's just failing to head lower. Each time it dips, it's getting bought up, it's getting accumulated. And if it keeps holding trend and coming back above 4, then we'll have the run up, and then it'll, what's the other word? Accumulation, distribution, yeah. Is OST moving? Did I just miss that? No. Oh, still loading. Okay. Yeah, that's still holding.
He's asking if it doesn't hold.
I didn't see the question.
Would you short on the break of VWAP?
I can't really say that because just thought. Yeah, I don't know. Not short sellers, but I can see the weakness there. Getting right to 4, key whole dollar, half dollar level psychologically. After all that push and volume, if we start breaking down, maybe. But right now, this is continuing the whole trend. Even if it does dip below VWAP, it might not be a complete breakdown. But I really actually like this one right now. I dig it a lot. We're making a higher low right now. It's dipping on not significant volume. So let's see if it can keep holding here. But in regards to it being a short, if it cracks, possibly. I don't have the data for that, so I'm not confident to say. But just reading momentum, I would say yeah. Yes, definitely holding up nicely, holding key levels. That's why I'm really interested in that one over SNOA for now. I might actually consider a starter on this here soon.
Yeah, I just took 100 share starter. While it's holding, I've seen this happen way too many times where it comes back, holds VWAP, dipping on light volume, and I don't take it. So just a small starter.
APRN coming back, nice. That's setting up for a previous high daybreak over 433.
Yes.
I was alerting that a little bit ago, saying it was going red-green. Now we're getting a push higher. The shorts are failing to take this lower. For sure. That might set up nicely. Check the 5-minute on OST. I'm not in yet. I'm being patient. Got some selling past 10 minutes. Some decent volume, but it is still holding up, kind of. I'm getting a little bit of a push. Okay. Lower volume. What's the float on this? Does anyone know what the float? It doesn't show me on mine.
OSTs. This is 5, 7, 6.
5? Okay. SNOA bouncing back. Made a higher low. Made a higher low, SNOA. And even this thing, it's looking nasty right now, but if it keeps holding up right here, it's technically a higher low based off the day lows. So that's an aggressive pullback that it just had. Makes me a little discouraged. Makes me just want to wait. If it comes back, we'll see how it sets up. But for now, it's looking like sellers are trying to really push this lower. But let's be patient. Let the chart tell us what to do. Is it going to keep uptrending?
Stay down.
Is volume going to come in? What's it going to do? So right now, I think it's just kind of in a range between the mid-high 3s and the low 4s. So let's just be patient. Thank you, BK Trading, for that answer. BTTX ended up dipping to new lows there. That'll be a nice multi-day bounce, BTTX, after It fades a bit.
What was the other one that was supposed to be a good multi-day bounce that we needed to keep on watch? Why am I completely blanking on it?
Not a clue. No, I'm worried I miss one. That was a while ago.
I know, I'm just trying to think back.
No, you're thinking of BTTX or what? I made that mistake on Twitter yesterday. We'll find it. The only thing that really makes me discouraged about OST is that how it's already spiked a good amount. Like we said, just sticking to the data. I know it's an average, so of course I've tracked plays that run more than 30%, but on average around 30% spikes. It got above 35%, so maybe it overdid. It's APRN. It already had a squeeze and overdid it here in the morning. So definitely just keep it on watch for later. See if this ends up making a higher low double bottom in the mid threes.
Yeah, but OST is not looking good.
Not looking good. Not looking good for now.
I was really expecting it to hold VWAP a lot better.
It was looking like it for a moment.
Hold that morning high.
I guess just not enough volume. I'll dissect this.
And so, but my problem that I've had is cutting it way too soon. So I have a small starter. I'm risking low of day. And that's what I should have done with SNOA as well. I should have stuck to that. I should have stuck to that morning low, but I ended up cutting it in this bounce.
Yeah, OST the 50s now. Wow. Yeah, trust your data. All you can really say there. Trust your data. See if there's anything else here. Not much on this. Right. Sometimes it happens. What are you gonna do? Just learn from your mistakes, huh? TPST, that's really moving. Low volume. I don't even care. I don't want to pull it up. I was looking for a $4 break on that. It's only got 115,000 shares traded so far. Useless.
OST trying to hold. OST trying to hold. Put in a higher low. Bouncing on low volume. SNOA.
Yeah.
Looking weak. It just looks like it wants to dump.
Once again, boring morning. That's annoying. Boring.
And this here is not what you want to see.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you,
too.
sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hopefully there'll be a light day play.
But it's only been half an hour. We've seen this happen just yesterday. I was crapping on the market, and then what ended up happening? There was a play in the morning. Or was that Friday? I think that was Friday, actually.
No, it was yesterday.
Was it yesterday, too? Yeah, okay.
We took the small loss in the morning, and then...
No, but I'm saying in the morning. In the morning, there ended up being some action.
Oh. That was probably Friday.
And I was saying, oh, I'm about to get off, and then all of a sudden, we start getting some movers. WST is trying to hold up here.
Mm-hmm.
Quite nicely. Yeah, I might save my energy for that one, if it could hold up.
With DCV.
What's the DCB? What is that?
We were just playing as a multi-day bounce.
Yeah, the way we're seeing it is as a multi-day bounce. We have the huge run-up.
Oh, dead cat bounce.
Oh, dead cat bounce. Got it. Yes, of course. I can... Let's zoom in here. Jesus Christ, is this it?
Yeah,
It looked different earlier.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do the...
What is it? Okay, whatever. But,
Go up to do like the 5 minute or 10 minute.
I was just trying to show the daily chart real quick. So we have this run up here from the 10s to 50 all in a couple days. I did not see this at all. And now we're kind of just seeing it as a multi-day bounce, which typically only spikes around 30%. So it's already met that, and it does look like it's trying to get the backside. We're just trying to gauge the momentum, and if volume keeps coming in. What's the volume on this? 1 second.
Almost 15 million.
Yeah, 14.8. Doing good volume for a low float. If it could keep holding up, it could definitely squeeze higher. But yeah, typically the multi-day bounce, it is this. If it does gap up a lot, we typically ignore it too. So we are kind of breaking some rules here with this one, but only really because it has so much range above it. So I think that if it fails to break down, shorts could get squeezed higher. That's all I can really say about that. Really, it had a nice bounce already, so it might be done with. But going back to the daily, we got some good volume today too. Yeah, of course, yeah. And I don't know if you checked out some of our videos or heard us talk about the multi-day bounce before, but we have on YouTube a bunch of videos going over that play. If you go over our top watch list videos, I go over it there as well, because we do run into that pattern often. Just going through the psychology and even the data. There's some of the videos I go over the data on it and whatnot, and really how we play it. So, yeah, you're welcome. Hope I was useful.
Where is that?
It's a while ago now. No, maybe a week and a half. I don't know. But yeah, if you just go through our what do you call it, YouTube, you'll find definitely videos on the multi-day bounce. I also called it my favorite pattern. So yeah. APRN over 433. I'm just gonna be ignoring that, I guess.
Let's get back above VWAP. Keep making these higher lows. Let's get some volume.
If that was you, BK Trading, thank you for the subscription on YouTube. Subscribing to the channel.
You the man.
Or women. I can't tell.
Oh, yeah.
BK Trading.
It's true.
Hell yeah. Thank you. This is gonna be one of those mornings. It's okay. We saw how it worked out yesterday. Yesterday, slower morning, took the loss in the morning like we just did with SNOA, that small starter loss. Just be patient, wait for the play to develop. There'll be something later on probably. So just sit around, look for the best setup. And yeah, just how we executed yesterday. We got a video going over that yesterday, how took a small $80 loss on APRN in the morning yesterday on a starter, was properly executed, 5% loss, max loss, within my $150 max loss as well. And then late day, we captured BTTX, nailed the entry beautifully, left a lot on the table, but was able to make 340 in the afternoon, covered my losses, and go green on the day, over $200. So just take your quick gains and cut your losses efficiently, and over time, it will pay off. Just let your gains be more than your losers. That's simple.
I think someone needs to go in the crate.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you're seeing my point now.
No biting.
After getting bit like 1,000 times by him for fun, you could just go in there for shits and giggles. Honestly, it doesn't have to be because we're on a live stream.
This is holding up nicely.
Yeah.
Very low volume, but I mean...
Same with SNOA. I know SNOA is right now kind of downtrending below VWAP, but it is still failing to break down. If we could get a perk higher, it could form into something. So it is kind of at a breaking point soon, where it could either crack and make new lows and it might be over with for the day, or we get the uptrending, some more volume. This holds the mid threes. We get above VWAP, and then we get the squeeze higher. So yeah, same deal with OST as well. But OST, like I said, multi-day bounce. Starting to really kind of get discouraged by that because I do want to stick to the pattern, stick to the data. If it gaps up nicely, it gapped up from what? What was the last close here? Previous close was 3. So yeah, we ran nicely already. Yeah, it gapped up 3. What was the open? 375. Already gapping up over 20%. That usually makes me stay away from a multi-day bounce play. And in this case, I'm still eyeing this one, so we'll see what happens. But now this low volume hold, still getting stuck by VWAP, makes me think that we might start heading lower. SNOA doing what I'm thinking. It's holding, like I just said. We can get a decision any moment, a breaking point. No. You have a huge backyard too. Just thought I'll throw that out there too. Saw a little push here, SNOA, a little bit of volume coming back. Kind of dig that. A little bit in the last 2 minutes, a little bit of perk and volume, and it's all buying. Or majority buying, at least, is what I could say. But, now some selling. Still trying to hold. Boring morning. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna leave and do some homework.
Now that tune is stuck in my head.
I don't know why I go to sing random shit. Like,
yeah, you do.
A lot. I just take the tone and beat and I just fucking put my own words. I'm a weird human. I can't be the only one that does that. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, but that's
I can't be.
That's not the only reason why you're weird.
What are the other reasons, huh? Lay them out for me. Yeah, I
come on.
Social Alrighty, do we want to enter this? Getting in at 4, we will be risking, what, 360s? It's a bit wide of a risk, 10%.
I just cut mine because I don't know.
Oh, it's holding.
I'm playing it safe, and I'm selling into the bounce because I had a shitty entry. 393.
What? What'd you say? Oh, your entry at 393? That you're saying? Oh, okay.
Because I wasn't expecting this. I really didn't want to hold through this either. But now it looks like we're kind of topping on a VWAP.
ENVX, slow mover, big company. 393? Neat.
Yeah, just needed more time to really prove itself.
Or not prove itself. In this case.
I was just willing to take a starter where I probably would have initially bought earlier. So.
A little bit of volume coming back to SNOA. Past few minutes. Starting, to hold that 360s area. Got some major selling early on, but all it was really able to dip was less than 10%. So if we start uptrending here, I think shorts in the 390s, 4 area are gonna get squeezed to at least the mid 4s. You should get a 10% move out of this, at least. Warm up my coffee. One moment.
Is Jack staring at the door?
He's outside. No, now he is because he saw me. Right now, I'm feeling SNOA is the best play. Let me look at other plays here. Forgot about checking the scanner again. A lot of very cheap plays I don't like. SNOA is really the only one on the scanners I like. Holding up now. Not that far off the open price play. We just need to get more momentum upwards, or else it will get stuffed here. SNOA having a hard time pushing.
That gives you a pretty clear idea. A 15-minute.
Got solid bottoming, like we said, the mid threes. This could keep holding. Here we go. Give it a little push. This could definitely be something. Volume just needs to really come in. Buying comes in, and I think it'll continue this trend, and we'll really get squeezing. But at the same time, if volume doesn't come in, and we have weak perking, the trend will continue. This downtrend that's kind of got from 4 lower highs, it could definitely continue.
Stay down.
Things are so boring today. Just setting up, going sideways. Might call it a morning here in a moment. And watch, I'm going to say this. SNOA is going to start moving. Yeah, we'll see what it does. I'm starting to get over this morning. It's been almost a little over 50 minutes of just wasted time. Took a small loss. Nothing was really doing anything. APRN, but that's slow. Not my favorite. OST. That's just going sideways near the lows. Closer to the lows and the highs going sideways, so. Low volume, below VWAP, downtrending. That was not looking great at the moment. But yeah, I would have to say SNOA right now is going to be my main watch if it could keep holding up. Same with OST, if that could hold up, but I'm not really liking that one that much. Ideally, something else pops up later. We could trade that, but right now, I'm bored of this. There's nothing going on. It's not setting up. I'll set my alert. If it happens, I'll get in later. But right now, it's just a waiting game and nothing's happening. And I'm a very impatient person.
But you have to be picky.
Yeah. Or else you're just going to be staring at a screen the whole time going insane. And then maybe forcing something if this one doesn't work out or whatever it is, expecting this one to be your money maker, APRN making you highs.
Oh, and kind of like I did this morning, forcing a trade here when I should have been patient, like I have been. Same with OST.
APRN bouncing nicely.
Should have just been more patient.
Yeah, I was glad I was patient with that. And the fact that I took a loss on SNOA made me want to be extra patient with that one. I'm not trying to overtrade, go 0 for 2 on the day. It happens, but not what I'm trying to do right now. APRN in the 60s. Nice. It's going to be about... That's going to be the mover. Wow. Solid push. Getting vertical now. APRN. That was a great call. God damn it. That should have been the call. Or the play. Getting it holding the 430s. Like we talked about. It had a solid 10-15 minute period of going around the 430s. And then now you get a solid perk. Not quite 10% yet, but you're getting a solid move right now. If it keep holding up, it can definitely get to 5 like I thought. Right now, SNOA is looking weak. Not great at all. So yeah, I'm just kind of rambling, going in a circle, talking about the same things. Are you going to continue doing this into midday, Jared, or no?
No.
Are we going to come back later? Okay.
Well, I have to go to work.
What time?
10, I told you.
Oh, today's the day you're going early. Okay.
But
Can you turn this on? Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be nobody here. I'll
Okay.
leave this up.
Then I'll be back here. Let's call it
11.
for now 11. I will tweet out when I will be going out live, but yeah, we'll be back later for now. Hopefully something shapes up later on and we could get a live trade. But for now, I guess it was just a lesson on not buying near the top, even if it is a small starter. I guess don't try to force anything. Let plays develop, be patient and picky, and no trade is sometimes the best trade. So that's all we can say about this morning. We'll be back. That's all. That's kind of it. Hope everyone has a great day so far.